Hey party people, today we're going to be looking at a couple of items from Pioneer Carry. But before we get into that, I just want to mention that I finally dropped some merch. As you can see, I have this t-shirt here, this hat, I got a coffee mug, I have some stickers, a notebook, as well as this awesome hoodie here. So I designed both of these myself. The stickers have the Vision Swell logo on them, so does the coffee mug. The notebook has my alternate logo as well as the Vision Swell logo on it. It's a really high quality, kind of soft, nice notebook with really nice paper. It's dot printed. The hoodie and t-shirt come in a variety of colors, and they have my Keep, Gift, Donate, Sell logo on them, as does the hat, and this all comes in a number of colors. So if you want to pick any of these up, it really helps the channel out. And I'll be wearing them in future videos, so you'll probably see them around. And if you have any other requests for different designs, if you want to see me do one of Odessa, my dog, or anything like that, just let me know in the comments below. And as to the meaning behind this logo, this is my method for decluttering. I take 4 areas, 4 boxes, 4 containers, 4 of any kind of space, and I divide my items into stuff I want to keep, gift, donate, or sell. And that's how I declutter. So things that I keep are practical tools that I use in my everyday life. Things that I would gift would be something that someone else could use for that capacity, whether it's family, friends, or loved ones. Donating would be something that I think could get a lot of use out of people in need. So if there's school children that need backpacks or stationery supplies, or they may need camping supplies, they can't afford them, I think it's a great thing to donate. And then anything that's left over that I don't think is good enough to donate, gift, and I don't want to keep it, I may try to sell it. I try never to throw anything out because even used textiles can be broken down and reused, recycled, things like that. So I always try to do the KGDS method and decide how I want to declutter my things. If it's been over a year and I still haven't used something, it goes into one of these 3 buckets. If it's something I use constantly, obviously I'm keeping it. But yeah, if you want to pick up any of these items, go ahead and do it. I partnered with Fourth Wall. I made the designs myself. I picked out these products. These are some of the samples I received, and I think they're really good quality. So if you like any of this stuff, check it out. Now, onto the video. Now, what I've got here is 3 awesome items from Pioneer Carry. I have the Panda Pack travel backpack, I have the Co-Pilot travel wallet, and I have their Safari Sling. So let's go over each of these items and we can talk about them a little bit, and I'll give you my first impressions. I have not yet taken these on travels yet, so when I do, I'm going to come back and do more full reviews, but this is more of a first impression or what I think about the backpack visually, its feature set, how I think it could be useful for me or for you. So let's talk about it. First up, we have the Panda Pack. This retails for $395 US. It's got a 25-liter capacity, and it measures in at 17.5 by 11.5 by 8 inches, and it weighs 2.7 pounds when it's empty. It's made from their Mandarin 840 twisted yarn ballistic nylon, so it feels super durable, but it's also smooth. It feels like a very dense weave. It would be very waterproof, durable, scratch resistant, and then the laptop sleeve fits up to a 17-inch laptop. So let's take a look at the design and the elements of this, and we'll go over all the pockets as I explore it myself, and we can talk about my first impressions. So as far as visually, my first impression of this is that it's very professional. I could see some consultant at Deloitte strutting his stuff on the Amtrak, going up to New York and talking to Calvin Klein for the week while lugging this backpack around. Instead of being that outdoorsy, hikey, techie kind, this is way more of, I think, a professional premium backpack. This fits more in the category with something like a Tumi or another brand where it's like a high quality, premium, business appropriate type of bag to walk around the city with. So keep that in mind when you think about this. And it's also just a flex to take this on an airplane because it's a really nice bag. I think it looks super nice, and I think that people would be jealous of having a bag like this. So I like the profile of this bag, how it has that kind of trapezoidal shape where it narrows at the top. It has a really nice look to it. The first thing I really appreciate is the zipper water bottle pockets, because I always love to have zipper water bottle pockets because you're able to kind of zip them away if you're not bringing a water bottle, and you can also just use them as extra quick access storage. So it's got a little bit of depth to it, feels nice. They've got nice YKK zippers on here. There is pull tabs so that you have a counter pull to open and close the zipper easily. There's no weep holes though, so that's just something to note that you may have to dry this out if you do use it for a water bottle and it leaks or the condensation builds up on the inside. Just something to note. The other side, you have the exact same symmetrical water bottle pocket. So obviously you could use this for a water bottle like I mentioned, or just storing some gear on the outside of your bag. Really nice metal YKK zippers here. Feel great in the hand. I like that they have the counter pulls, makes it easy to open and close. If we move to the front of the bag, you can see this quick access pocket here. And if you peel that back, you can see there's a large slide pocket here. This would be a great place to put things like your wallet, keys, cell phone, maybe your passport, some kind of battery backup for your phone. There's plenty of internal volume that doesn't eat into the volume of the bag. It's external to the bag. So I like that there's a lot of space here. You could probably fit a tech pouch in there, larger items. And I like having some easy to access, quick access pockets on the outside of the bag. Then this other pocket above it is another quick access. And this one has no internal organization. It's just a large, deep pocket. So again, you could put things like your wallet, keys, cell phone, anything you need quick access to, snacks, battery backups, anything you need to reach easily while you're on an airplane or any kind of transportation. Got it right there. The top grab handle of this bag is really nice too. It actually has buckles on it, and if you don't like this little nylon cover thing, you can actually remove it and just use it as a strap itself. But I think it gives it a lot of personality here, so I like having it wrapped around and buckled on. You also have these counter pulls here. All these counter pulls could easily be used as attachment points for carabiners or anything like that. You also have this nice included luggage tag that's nylon and has a little buckle here. And then if you don't want to use it, you can just unbuckle it fully and remove it, and then you could just use this D-ring to attach other things like carabiners or whatever you want. But I think if you're using it primarily as a travel bag, it's kind of a good idea to have a luggage tag on here. So I actually really like how it fits into the style of the bag. But if you want it more streamlined, you don't need a luggage tag, you're just doing personal item, you could easily remove this. And this bag is sized appropriately for personal item travel. I could bring this on American Airlines, no problem, and throw it under the seat. But it just depends on how you like to travel. As to the carry system itself, you have some really nice contoured backpack straps. They have a ton of dense foam in them. They have some air channels. They have really nice hardware at the bottom. It's plastic, but it's easily adjustable. They're stitched really nicely into the back. The back panel itself has a nice frame sheet with a lot of padding and air channels. You have a really nice luggage pass-through. That's that seatbelt nylon material. You could slide this over the handle of roller luggage easily and have it upright standing. So it's just overall a really well-designed carry system. It feels really comfortable. Let's try this on. Yeah, it feels nice on my back. I really like the way these straps feel on me. They're rigid, they're padded. It feels nice on me. I have no complaints about this carry system. Then if we move back to the front of the bag, we can take a look at the main compartment here. And in this main compartment, you have two zipper pockets here. And they're both this nice meshy kind of pocket. So there's plenty of room for extra gear on kind of the tail of this bag. So you could put things like your tech gear and things like that anywhere you like. And then also behind this top pocket, there is a little sleeve at the top. So you could even put quick access items in here behind this pocket, although they would share kind of the same volume. But it's just nice to give you that option for organization. Then you can see the nice frame sheet here. It also has a little sleeve here if you needed to put like sandals or something down here or something flat down the back of the bag, you have that ability. There's also little attachment points on the inside, so if you wanted to strap some kind of pouches in here and have them organized so they're not flying around, you can easily do that. It feels really padded. I like that it's clamshell. You could fit a ton of packing cubes or gear in here, and it's just a really nice overall main compartment. Then we can take a look at the laptop compartment here. If you open that up, you can see that it has that really nice frame sheet. It feels very padded. Neither pocket really has that much of a false bottom. At most, it's maybe like a ½ inch. So I would be a little bit careful about putting expensive laptops in here. I might put them in an external case or something like that. because it is padded as far as the frame sheet goes, but it leaves a little to be desired as far as its false bottom. So you may just want to keep that in mind. It's a pretty basic laptop sleeve, nothing to write home about, but because it fits up to a 17-inch laptop, I think it gives you a lot of space, and also if you need to use an external case, you should have enough space to do that. So yeah, overall, I think this is a really clean, minimal bag. It's a little bit on the pricey side at $395. I don't know if I necessarily feel great about that price point. I would kind of hope to have a few more features if I was going to pay that much for a bag. But I think overall, if you really like the look of this, it may be worth the money to you. It functions extremely well. All the zippers and materials are really nice. So it really just depends on what you're willing to spend for quality. Next up, I have the Pioneer Carry Safari Sling. This retails for $89 US. And it measures 7.25 by 5 by 2.25 inches. And it's also made from that Mandarin 840 woven ballistic nylon material. I got it in the green color. It looks really nice. I like how it has these little nylon straps on the front, giving you a lot of space to either slide something in here that you want to keep on your chest, or you can use them as just like carabiner attachment points. The carry strap itself is decent. It doesn't have a buckle or anything, so you're always going to have to slide this over your head. I like that it's sewn on at kind of an angle, so it conforms to your body a little bit better, and you have additional straps back here and attachment points if you wanted to slide something in there, or use these as carabiner attachment points. You've got decent adjustability, but like I said, just no buckle on the strap. And it's a wide enough for this size sling bag nylon strap. It's that shiny seatbelt material. It's got the YKK zippers. They're black accented on this one. And I think overall it feels really waterproof, durable, and weather resistant on the outside of this bag. It's that same nice material as the backpack. And this you can consider as more of like a pocket dump sling. So these are the types of slings that I carry most often. It's one where I just want to relieve my pockets. I want to put my cell phone, my wallet, my keys, maybe a battery backup, maybe some hand sanitizer, maybe a pair of earbuds, and just throw it in here. And it really just has one main compartment. And it's got a nice little nylon key leash that has a buckle. So it's more of a premium key leash than you typically see with like those little plastic clips. You've got a little sleeve back here where you could put your phone, your wallet, your keys, and there's just one divider in the middle. And then there's a large internal area here where you could fit larger items. And then you just have a little zipper pocket if you have stuff small, like a pair of earbuds, a dongle, you want to put your passport away somewhere safer, you have a little zipper pocket as well. So I think overall this is a really decent, nice pocket reliever sling. It's made from quality materials. The price point isn't too crazy. And I actually really like this green colorway. So this would be a decent option as far as a pocket reliever sling if that's something you're in the market for. Then the last thing I have is just the Copilot travel wallet from Pioneer Carry. This retails for $129 US. It fits 1 to 6 passports. It holds cash and full-length tickets, so you don't have to fold them up. It can fit them at their full length. It's a waterproof material. It has RFID protection, and it measures in at 8.25 by 4.75 by 1.5 inches. So let's take a look at this. It has that same kind of nice material on the outside, feels very weatherproof, waterproof, and durable. You have a quick access pocket on the external, which you don't often see in these travel wallets. So if you had like earbuds or small tech headphones, things that you needed to keep on the external of the bag, change, stuff like that, you do have an external pocket that has a little bit of volume that pushes out. So you could actually fit some stuff in there. Has a really nice PU coated zipper on it. And then if you go into the main compartment here, you can see the way it's laid out on the inside. So it has the RFID blocking. It's got this nice kind of X grid pattern, this light green color on the inside. You can easily fit multiple passports in here. There's nice little credit card sleeves over on this side if you wanted to bring a whole bunch of cards. They're not loose, but they're not super tight, so you could definitely fit multiple cards in each one of these, as well as these like cash pockets or passport pockets. And then this little flap at the back, you could fit full-sized airline tickets and things like that. So for someone like me, I don't often bring a travel wallet because I don't really need it. Most of the time, I just have my passport tucked away into a hidden pocket in my sling or in my backpack, and it's there when I need it. And then all I have is like my wallet, cell phone, and keys. Other than that, But I think this makes perfect sense if A, you're an international traveler and you have to keep multiple currencies, multiple travel documents, different airline stuff, or if you're a family and you want to carry all of your kids' passports, all of their plane tickets, have it in one place, that would be perfect for that. So I think in those two use cases, this kind of travel wallet would be great. But if you're an individual traveler, you could probably use something that's a little bit more minimalist in my opinion. But it's still a great little travel wallet if it's something that you need for your family or your travel lifestyle. So there you have it. The Pioneer Carry Panda Pack, the Pioneer Carry Safari Sling, and the Pioneer Carry Copilot Travel Wallet. These are 3 great premium items that, depending on your travel use cases, could be extremely useful to you. If the price is something that fits in your budget, then I suggest you pick them up. If not, then there are definitely other options. I have a ton of backpack reviews on my channel if you're looking for other options that could be used for personal item only travel. If you have any other travel backpacks, slings, or travel wallets that you think I should check out, please leave a comment below. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like these review videos because it helps the channel out a lot. Thank you as always for watching, and with all that being said, I will definitely see you in the next video. Take care.